We'll travel around the country helping one deserving family in each and every of the 50 states. This week, we're in New Mexico, and the renovation starts right now. So Michael, Paige, Ed, and Polly. Guys, we're in New Mexico for the first time. Right. And we're driving to Albuquerque to meet the Martinez family, which is Gerald and Lisa and their 4 kids. Now, this is a family who saw their community in crisis, and they put themselves in danger to make a difference. Now they need our help. Take a look at this tape, and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, ABC! We're the Martinez family from Albuquerque, New Mexico!
I'm Pastor Gerald, the dad.
I'm Lisa. I'm the mom. I'm Allie. I'm 15.
I'm Levi. I'm 13.
I'm Maggie Jean, and I'm 11. I'm Bethany, and I'm 9.
Welcome to the Mission Outpost!
When Gerald and Lisa first fell in love and got married, they settled in the Colorado mountains and started a family. They had a quiet, comfortable life, but that would soon change.
We made a decision that we were going to move here to the Trumbull neighborhood in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because we really felt that we wanted to serve somewhere where the needs were. And both of us really felt called, our kids felt called, that we were supposed to come here and spend the rest of our life ministering to the people in the neighborhood.
So in 2000, the Martinez family made it their mission to take back the community of Trumbull. It was full of gangs, drugs, and prostitution.
When we first moved here, it was really scary with all kinds of people just running down the street and just hurt each other all the time. This is where people get shot, and once my dad got beat up by gangs and stuff, and they hit him on the head with 2x4s and beer bottles, and he had to get like a lot of staples and a lot of stitches.
I was pretty scared because I just had my head cut open with beer bottles, and Lisa said, we're not going to lose this battle, we're going to stay here until we win this thing. And so we're here to see this neighborhood change. That's what our life is about, that is what our purpose in life is. I mean, we know why we were put on this little planet, and it was for this neighborhood.
How's the family?
The Martinez family reached out to Gerald's attackers and made friends with them. They spread their message of love to their neighbors, and they continued to keep their doors open to those in need.
Prostitutes, drug addicts, people out of the jail system, people from the rescue mission. We feed them, we house them. We want to provide a safe place for people to get well.
Since the Martinez family began their mission, they have become role models and have changed so many lives. In fact, the crime rate in Trumbull has dropped by 50%.
My name's Dick Austin. I'm with the Albuquerque Rescue Mission. I've known Pastor Gerald since he came to Albuquerque, and the work that he's doing here in this neighborhood is unlike any work that's been done in our city. And he's doing it just through simple things like showing love.
If it wasn't for Pastor Gerald in this place, I'd probably be out there in the streets again in my addiction. So I am totally grateful.
I'm really proud of what my dad's done because he's changed so many lives. It's really cool the way he just is so giving.
The Martinez family purchased 2 dilapidated buildings next to their own house and turned them into a community living space. It didn't take long before the area that was once called the war zone soon became known as a loving community.
We never know who's going to be knocking on our door or who's going to be calling on the phone because they know why we're here. And they know where to get help.
Right now we have the capacity for 20 people, and I think that we've got about 18 that are living with us at this point. We have a few problems. We have flooding that happens here when it rains. The roof leaks, and this is our stove. We don't have any gas in it yet, and so Lisa has to cook for people, and we have to borrow the stove from next door or the oven from next door, whatever we have to do.
The real problem here is that because of the family's open door policy to their community, they no longer have any privacy.
My only problem is that my family doesn't have its space. Our space is everybody's space. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'll do this for the rest of my life. But you know what? It'd be nice to have a little bit of a break once in a while. Maybe you can help us with that.
Bye, ABC! Hope to see you soon!
I hope you can help us build a home of our own.
And help us finish building the Mission Outpost.
Yeah!
How awesome are these guys?
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm amazed at, there's not too many people that will take a family, their own family, move into a really bad neighborhood and then seriously start changing it. I mean, these guys need our help, and with that, they can help so many other people. Yeah. So what do you say? Can we make this happen?
I believe it.
Bring it in here, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then let's do it! Gerald, Lisa, Allie, Levi, Maggie, and Bethany, come on out here! Hey! Come on out here! Oh my God! Jesus! Hi! Hi! How are you? You guys are good. Hi! Oh there!
This family is so amazing because they moved from this comfortable life they had up in the mountains down into this neighborhood that is called the war zone. They're showing love, they're opening their doors to every single person in the community. And you look at this neighborhood now, crime is down by a half. They've done so much with the limited means that they have. And this week, we're here to just make things a little better for them.
Wow, you people are real people.
We all
You
real.
really exist.
You guys are the ones who are really making things happen. I mean, there's a lot of people that really, you know, say they want to make a difference in the world. You guys are making that difference.
It's not just us. We're all doing it. This neighborhood is doing it, and it's going to be so good.
What's it like for you guys living like here, and what do you think of your parents for doing this?
My dad was so strong for not being scared to move his children here, and he's just such a hero.
I think you guys are all heroes, man, because you guys are all strong and making a difference, and that's how you do it. I'll tell you, I know you guys need more room, so this week, we're not only going to build you guys a family home for you guys, but also a home that you guys can continue taking people in this community. So we got a lot going on this week. And the cool thing is, while we're doing that, you guys are going on vacation. You want to know where you're going? Yeah! How does Disney World in Orlando, Florida sound? Perfect, let's go! So we don't have a lot of time, but here's what I think should happen. Dad, why don't you kind of show me around? Family, why don't you guys hang out with the design team, take a look around, tell them what you need around here. Sound good? Yeah! After we met the family, I took a walk with Gerald to see what the neighborhood was like and what he'd been doing and what kind of changes has he made and what kind of changes need to be made. It's not just a neighborhood to him. This is his family, and this whole neighborhood is his home.
All together, there's a duplex on that end, a duplex on this end, and then our men's home is here, which houses 6 guys, and then we live in the other one, so there's 4 of them all together.
And so does someone live in here right now?
We've got 2 men that live here.
But they're not home right now?
They're not home now.
Okay.
These were condemned at one time.
But people are living in here?
Yes. For them, this is really, really good, because they're used to being on the streets. If we allowed it, 10 guys would be willing to live in here. I don't want this place to be a crash pad. I want them to integrate themselves into a community of people and into a family so that they can get well.
Right next door to the family's home, there's this brown building that Gerald has tried to renovate, and it's a place where, people can try and get back on their feet. It's a place to stay. It's a roof over their head. It's in really, really bad shape. But I think, he looks at it like it's a work in progress, just like the people that live here. They're a work in progress. He's doing his best. The good news is, together, we can do better. What about this place here?
This is the one that needs the most work. We just put some new windows in the back.
Wow, and so all this you're trying to renovate and take care of. Now, I'm noticing there's like a blockade here. What is all this about?
Those were put in because the crime was really, really bad. That way, if a policeman is chasing you from there, they know where you're gonna end up. And they can radio somebody to go pick you up on the other end.
So this was put up because of the crime?
Specifically, pretty much, yeah. Every single night we would hear bullets. Every night when we first moved here, bullets would be blasting. Now it's not quite as much.
And so this reminds you of what the neighborhood used to be?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really would like to see those be gone. They served their purpose, but that's history. I mean, it's a clean neighborhood, and it's gonna get cleaner because we're not gonna stop until it is.
Most neighborhoods that have barricades, the reason they're there is because they've had shootings, they've had deaths. And so what's really sad is that that's kind of a reminder of how bad it was. And slowly, Gerald and the Martinez family are turning it back into a nice neighborhood. And it's amazing what can happen with just one family, showing you that, one, we're not afraid, we're not gonna leave, and we're gonna ride this thing out until everybody feels a little safer. Now, what's happening here? What's going on with these things?
This is just a place where crack addicts can come and squat.
What would you like to see happen here?
My wife and I have talked about it. We would love to see this cleaned up, completely bulldozed, and then somebody build some decent housing on it.
If this stuff was tore down, it was just a clean slate.
Yeah.
You think people would actually come and build?
I know they would.
Gerald is passionate about getting those vacant buildings torn down to the ground. He knows that this neighborhood can't become what it could be until those are gone. This is about really making over an entire neighborhood. It's a big job, but if the Martinez family can make this much of a difference, imagine what we can do with them. I mean, it could really change the face of this whole community.
Coming up next.
I mean, I want for the city to look at this place and say it's not a throwaway. It's not junk. These are real people with real lives, with real hearts, and they matter.
There was a time where you could not drive down the street without seeing the drug dealers, the gangbangers.
It's time to give the streets back to the very nice people of this neighborhood.
Gerald's dream is to see that whole block torn down to the ground. We're good at knocking things down.
Nice!
We're building the family a single-family home. We're also remodeling where they used to live. And next door to that, we're building a community living space. 3 builds, 1 week.
Dreams come true. I am so thankful for what you guys have done for us.
So this is your house. You guys live in here.
Yes, we live in this house.
Oh, well, it's charming in here.
Thank you, thank you.
But obviously it's not functioning like you'd like it to.
Right. When it rains, the water completely floods the entire room, and the ceiling leaks. So when the water's coming in the door, it's also coming down through the ceiling.
It's a lofty goal for a family to think that they can move into a neighborhood that is full of drugs and crime and gunfire and make a difference. The Martinez family, they turn no one away, but they can only do so much with what they have. With our help, we can help them make a difference. What's family life like? I mean, what's a normal day here?
We get up really early, and we go to the church and we pray, and to kind of get our spirit right, because you never know what's going to happen during the day. For the most part, you never know who's going to knock on the door, and sometimes they're hungry, and so we give them food, or they need a hug. We give them a hug, or they need a place to stay for the night. The days are full, and they wear on us.
What would you change about it?
Some designated time with our family. If we continuously do it the way we're doing it now, there won't be anything left. And it's starting to work away at the fiber of my kids. And I hear my kids say, "Mom, can we get Dad to come home and just have just our family together? Can we," you know, it's just, we need to make sure that we have a refuge so that we can fill back up.
Right.
Because we need to fill back up, because it is so fulfilling to be able to give it away.
Lisa's an amazing woman. She's a strong woman. But I feel like it's starting to take a toll on her and the family because they don't have their own space. They don't have family time. They need to get their own home. They need to separate the family life from the life where they take care of everybody else.
This is my room.
This is your room?
Yeah.
This isn't a real big room, huh?
No.
And then now I see a snowboard over here, football there. You like sports, huh?
I really like football, and I also like lay parkour a little bit more.
Lay parkour?
Yeah. It's also called free running. It's like you jump on stuff with style and like...
Can you show me?
Sure.
I consider myself a huge sport fan, and lay parkour, it was a sport I had never heard of, and Levi kind of got me started on it. It's moving through an urban area, it's jumping off things with style, with flair. It's part gymnastics, it's part martial arts, so I'm very excited this week to be part of something I don't know anything about and to learn about it, so it's gonna be a great week for me.
Pretty stylish?
Yeah, pretty stylish.
Okay. This is interesting.
Yes.
What's happened here?
It kind of broke.
Well, I promise you that the new house, there'll be a door handle on it. So what kind of things are you both into? You into the same thing? Because we ideally do want to give you a separate room.
Yeah, I love art in Italy and like Paris stuff. My mom promised me that someday she'd take me to Paris.
Very nice.
Join an art contest with me.
So your mum's good at drawing too?
Yeah.
So that's where you get it from?
Yeah.
That's what we like. We like people to tell us what they like. So what do you like, my dear?
Well, I'm sort of into like stomp and dancing and...
Hang on a second.
Stomp is a sort of dance, like it's like you get a stick and you go bump, boom, boom on like a stage, you know.
I had the pleasure of talking to Maggie, Jean, and Bethany, and it's quite obvious that they're turning into young women. They need their space, so that's what we're going to do this week. Every child in the house gets their own room.
Okay, this is my room.
Allie, it's so cute.
Yeah.
You're over it, I see.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this is so amazing. This is so cool.
Someone painted this for me like 6 years ago.
It is beautiful, though. But yeah, it's almost kind of like a little young, I think, for you.
Yeah.
Looks like you like your brothers and sisters.
My dad made that for me a long time ago. And then we moved down here and we just brought it with us.
I mean, I heard the neighborhood was wild when you guys got here.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't even walk down the street. There was gunshots every night and
But now it's not that way,
no,
right?
not at all. I mean, the crime rate has been down just from moving here and just at wanting to make a difference.
Yeah.
And that's really what we want to make a difference in people's lives other than ourselves.
Allie is such an incredible girl. Most girls, when they're 15, don't have to worry about gunshots in the middle of the night or violence in their neighborhood. Yet, Allie's embraced all of this. She's thrown her arms around these people and shown them love. So I want to celebrate her. So kind of take her away from that juvenile space that she lives in now and take her to something more elegant.
So, you've already made some huge changes. What can we do to help you continue to do what you do here?
My wife needs a home that works. We give out 3,000 pounds a week of food to people in the neighborhood.
3,000 pounds?
3,000 pounds. We have, after church every Sunday, 30, 40 people are sitting in my house eating and playing games and watching football. And so to be able to provide for some of our street guys a place where they can come in, get well, get a job, teach them skills. I mean, I don't just want to put a Band-Aid. I want to see their lives completely transformed to where they're fully functioning members of this society.
What made you want to do this? I mean, you've got a wife and you've got kids of your own.
I slept in the back of my car behind a motel 20 years ago. And I fell in love with broken people. There's something inside of them that if you can dig in and find it, they're amazing people that have deep, deep, deep experiences that nobody can touch. And when you get into a person's life and you see that come out of them, there's nothing like it. I am one of the richest men that I know because what I am doing so fulfills me. You know, and that's really what it's about. I want my life to count for something. You know, I mean, I want for the city to look at this place and say it's not a throwaway. It's not junk. These are real people with real lives, with real hearts, and they matter.
You're a diamond in the rough, man. If the world had more people like you, it'd be an unbelievable place to live.
I want to be in the rough. I don't want to be polished. I'm not trying to do religion. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. This is how I preach on Sunday morning. I don't have to be anything for anybody but what I am. Rough is good.
I like you, man. Give me a hug, dude. The Martinez family have done unbelievable good to this neighborhood. The crime rate has dropped 50%. Now, they've had to make some sacrifices to do that. First of all, they've opened up their home to an entire community. Well, they've also lost their privacy completely in the process. And, you know, they've got dreams of really turning this neighborhood around, but it's going to take so much to get there. They've got the vision, they see what it could be, and they've made the progress. But what they need is our help, and we can actually take it all the way. Guys, we'll see you in a week. Enjoy Disney World. Bye, guys. Bye. I tell you what, man, incredible family.
Awesome. Just unbelievable.
I think we've got one of the biggest missions we've ever tried here. First of all, I say we try and keep this and we renovate this. Yeah. That needs to come down. We're going to build a house for the family. That over there needs to come down and give them a place for everybody that needs to turn their life around. This community has a place to stay. I'm talking about 2 brand new builds and a renovation. So that's 3 projects. Wow. We've got 1 week, people. Let's get busy.
Okay.
All right?
Let's get to work. Yeah.
Let's go! Let's hit it, people!
We are taking on 3 huge projects this week. First, we're building the Martinez family a brand new house. Second, we're building them a brand new community living space. And third, we're taking their old house and renovating it into this place where the community can come together. 3 huge builds. That's a lot.
So design team, tell you what, man, I know it's a very cold morning, but we've got a huge week. And the greatest thing about this is we got these guys helping us out again. Now, this is Kyle Fisher. He's gonna be leading the charge with H3's Homes and Communities. But the really cool thing is, this is the 3rd time you guys have helped build a house for a family, right? So are you ready for all this?
I am, Ty. The family we're helping this week, the Martinez family, they're a fantastic family. They moved to this community to make a difference, to be the change. And their courage, their strength, their commitment to this community, it's inspiring for all of us. And I can tell you, we are very ready.
The family is on vacation right now, but they have no idea that we're all here and what we're about to do. Shall we let them know what's about to happen? Hello, Martinez family. Hi, guys, I hope you're having a fantastic time on vacation. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm standing here in your neighborhood, which used to be known as a war zone. You guys moved into this thing, and it's unbelievable what kind of change you've already made. Well, this week, we're gonna help you with that and make some more changes. But to do that, we're gonna need a lot of help. And I'll tell you what, a few people would like to say hi. Say hi, everybody. So here's the thing. We've actually got 3 projects going this week. We're talking about building a home for you guys to live in as a family, another place for the community to have a space where they can live, and then, of course, the 3rd place where you used to live, we're gonna renovate. So we're talking 3 gigantic projects. So what do you say, people? Can we do this? Are you ready to do some digging? Well, then, people, let's do it!
Look at how fired up everybody is.
House number 1, hit it! Looks like there's a rumble in trouble! Now what you see right here is actually gonna be the new Martinez family house. So we're taking this old one, clearing it out. Knock, knock, move there. There's no toilet in here. It's not a bathroom. Get out of here, Polly. You see how lucky you are? Guys, house number 1 is done. Let's get number 2. What are we doing? And there goes house number 2. Oh, yeah! So, Gerald, well, this is going away, and we're bringing something in that's going to have enough room for a lot of people. And they'll no longer have to stay in your house, and that's good. House number 2, pretty much gone. Design team, guys, follow me. We're not done yet. We're good at knocking things down. So I said, why stop at 2? Gerald's dream is to see that whole street over there, that whole block, all 10 houses, torn down to the ground. So I say, why not let this guy see his dream? Now, Gerald, behind there are all these buildings that have been vacant. This is where all the crime's been coming from. When we talked, you said it would be great if we could just level this thing. Somebody will come and actually build on this and really change this whole neighborhood. Well, today, we're changing the whole neighborhood, right? It's time to take these things down. Are you with me? Yeah! Then let's hit it!
Nice! I think number 4 is gone.
Demolition was just amazing, seeing all the houses going down one by one by one, smush, 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 one after another, and it was so cool that it could go down that fast.
It's like dominoes going down, mowing it down, destroying
this place of darkness. I felt like something was being done that was going to change the history of our neighborhood.
So, Gerald, you guys, your family, have a great time on your vacation and know that we're making it happen. All right, bye, guys.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Thanks all of you guys. Good job, people. Great job. That is what I'm talking about. Molly, are you out of breath? Come on, let's get you some oxygen and water.
If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover to apply to be on the show.
Okay, so it's the morning of day 3, and we are well underway. That right there is the family's new house. Now, that's a pretty big project, right? But that's not quite how we roll. We got 3 projects. Check this out. That's their old house. It is under renovation. New roof is going on, but that's not all. This area right here is community living space. This is where the Martinez family can welcome in the community members who need a place to sleep. They need a warm bed for a night, and they just need to know that someone cares. That's what that's about.
Right, one of the projects I'm working on for Allie's room this week is a shelf that her dad made her 8 years ago. So I'm gonna paint it nice and lavender and kind of take down this very bright juvenile yellow that she had. But look at how cool this is. Because her dad actually etched these names into it, look what I can do here. I can just take the paint, roll right over that, and you can still see what he did 8 years ago. I think Allie is going to absolutely love it.
Okay, so there's a lot going on this week, man, but I kind of want to take a minute to show you exactly what all we're trying to do, because it's not just one house here. Now, this is what they call the Trumbull area, otherwise known as the war zone. So let me kind of show you what all's happening. Now, this right here is the family's house, all right? We're tearing that down, building them a new one. This is where a couple guys were staying before. We're tearing this down and building a new housing area for the community. These two is where the family was living, right? And this is going to be renovated. Now, that's, as you can see, that's still a lot of work in 1 week. But you gotta remember, right over here, these are 10 homes, 10 houses right here that we tore down to the ground. What's amazing about this week is that, just like the Martinez, we're coming in and literally changing an entire community. That's a lot to do in 1 week.
Okay, so in case you don't know, this right here is the Eiffel Tower un petit. That's half scale. What we've done is we've transferred it onto this. This is actually a stencil. So what I'll do is spray this. This is sort of an anodized rust color, but this is gonna be 6 feet tall. And this will go behind Bethany's bed. And then behind that, I'm gonna light it up. It's gonna be awesome.
Back this way, fellas. Hey guys, could I have a minute of your time?
Levi told me he loves lay parkour. Now, it's up to me to find out what lay parkour is, and I went to the internet for that and found right here in Albuquerque a couple of guys who actually do it.
Spider-Man, I'm Paul. Very nice to meet you.
I'm Jared.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you.
We're in town here building a house for the Martinez family, and one of my jobs this week is taking care of Levi, their son. He loves lay parkour, and I thought I could come to ask you guys for a little bit of help in both what lay parkour is and maybe what I would need to put into a bedroom that would help one train for this sport, I guess.
Yeah?
Lay parkour, the art of moving through an urban area with style and using the things that area gives you, whatever it may be. So this room for Levi will be a place that he can train to go out in the urban area and do what he loves to do, and it's gonna be a blast.
Okay, so that's good. So now if we were to go, and I'm gonna follow you guys, you take me through the lay park, and I'll be right behind you, all right?
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's
go. You lead.
After learning about lay parkour and after doing a little bit myself, I think one of my missions this week will be to lay parkour every possible chance I can get. And the more I do it, I think the more I'll be able to build Levi a better room.
Wait! Wait for me!
Okay, now remember, this is where the family used to live, and right over there around the corner is where we're building their new house, and the community living space is right over there. But where they used to live right here is a lot of space, and we're giving it an extreme facelift.
Where the Martinez family used to live is a pretty cool building, and we're giving it a major facelift this week. It's getting heat and air, a brand new roof, new paint, new floors, the whole 9 yards. Now what this will do is allow the Martinez family to take care of the community while still retaining their privacy in their own home.
For lay parkour, for Levi's room, we're gonna have a series of all these girders that he can practice all of his moves, the jump, the forward roll. You can hang from these. You can climb along them here doing the cat grab. So they're gonna have a lot of different purposes in the lay parkour room.
Okay, well, I'm done with the base for Allie's bed, but what's gonna make it beautiful, romantic, old world is adding the 4-poster canopy part of this bed. That's what's really gonna make it for Allie. So how I'm gonna do that is gonna take these sticks, put them together here, and then it'll go all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because this is so big, I'm gonna be able to cut it out here, but I'm not gonna be able to assemble it till I get in the room. But in the end, Allie is going to love it.
So this is the new community living space, and this did not exist this morning. These guys are doing an amazing job. We've got a complete bedroom over here with a bathroom. This bedroom could easily sleep 6 people. And I'll tell you, the family had a small space before to get back to the community. They certainly didn't have this. Another bedroom back here, a kitchen, another bathroom. You guys did this in one day. Awesome! Nice work! Nice job! You guys rock!
Okay, so we're really moving along with framing here on the 2nd floor of the Martinez family. However, no steps are in yet. For a guy who knows a little bit about lay parkour, we don't need no stinking steps.
Okay, so my secret project this week is actually Gerald and Lisa's master bedroom. Now, sometimes you don't have to go that far for inspiration. I decided to come back to where they used to live. And from looking around at these big beams, the Adobe-style architecture, this fireplace right here symbolizes really kind of like what they're about bringing people into their circle, their family. But for me, I can't really tell you what this thing's gonna look like, but I can tell you this, being here has inspired me. And I'll tell you what, looking up here at this roof with these pine sticks, it gives me an idea what their room could look like. Yeah.
So guys, I'm going to be building Maggie Jean's room this week, and she loves this stage show called Stomp. So I've come to the place where they show it every single night. Let's have some fun. Whoa! Audience of 1.
Yay!
Beautiful. I tell you what, you must be Coralisa.
Yes.
And Cameron. Yep. And this is obviously the troupe.
Yes, Stomp Out Loud.
Nice to meet you guys.
Take 5. See you soon.
Okay, now, I tell you what, I've had a 10-year-old girl trying to explain to me what Stomp was. Right. And I've not got it until right then.
Now you got it?
I got it.
Good.
Is
Got
it just brooms, or is it, what else?
It's everything. We've got water, we've got trash cans, we've got barrels, anything you can name out. Stomp Out Loud makes music out of it.
These people make music out of brooms, road signs, water, metal piping. And I tell you what, they even let me get in there with one of the performances.
Yeah.
That was an artistic impression. There really is no limit to the stuff you guys can make a sound out of.
And we do have something for Maggie Jean. Is Stomp Out Loud lid signed.
Superstars. Guys, thank you so much. And I'll tell you what, best of luck with tonight's performance, and may you run for many, many years here.
Yeah,
Cameron, nice to meet you, brother.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, have a great night. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
It's the morning of day 4, and this is very exciting because behind me is the community living space. The structure is up, the stucco is done, the windows are in. These guys are working really fast.
Nice and easy, lads.
The Martinez is a great family, so what we wanted to do is make sure we gave them a great room. Check it out. Huge, giant beams running across the ceiling. Little archways here. Big archways over here. 8-foot doors. Fireplace. Big stairway going all the way up to the 2nd floor. A great room for a great family.
One of my projects this week is the kitchen, and this kitchen is really important because Lisa feeds this community, and I think it's really important that we put an island in here so there's plenty of surface space. I'm gonna cover it in these tiles, something like this Talavera tile, which is perfect for the adobe look. But I think I wanna take it one step further. Hand paint these, really make it look beautiful. Maybe right here, over the stove, there's a backsplash. I can paint a scene that's indicative of New Mexico, and I know just the place to do that.
Hey, Polly. Yo, Michael, Paige, come here for a minute. Let's talk. What's up? Okay, look, so I know you guys are busy with the project, so we got a lot going on, but today's Sunday, all right? And on Sunday, the Martinez family really kind of feeds this whole community. Well, since they're on vacation, these people are still hungry. So why don't you guys go down and make sure these guys get fed?
The Martinez family feeds this community no matter what. They go through 3,000 pounds of food a week. So we decided to organize a hot meal and take care of this community. To be able to help those people, give them a hot meal and put a smile on their face is truly rewarding.
Have you seen a big change in this community?
Oh, yes, yes. 5, 6 years ago, I wouldn't have wanted my grandchildren to grow up in this neighborhood. I would have been scared for these children to walk 3 blocks to the school bus.
Now they could go out and be kids.
And how does that make you feel as a parent?
Fantastic.
I could breathe again. I could breathe again without having to worry if I hear the slightest bang, if that's my kid laying on the ground.
When the Martinez family first came into this community, they would go to bed to gunshots, and this was one of the things he wanted to change. So what does one do to change a war zone? You feed, you clothe, you embrace, and this is what the Martinez have done. They have gone out into this community and given the gifts that they can give. For me to be able to be a small part of that is, it's wonderful.
Wow. Everybody's been fed?
So what do you guys say we let the Martinez family know what's going on? Does that sound cool? Hello, Martinez family. We really hope you're having an awesome time on vacation because you truly deserve it. What you do for this community is phenomenal. Do you guys want to say hello and tell them how much you appreciate it? Jared, we have to say, we're inspired by you and everything you do and the way you look after your community. We've been inspired. Our builder has been inspired. We have Jesse from Atreus Homes, who's got something he wants to say. Jesse? Let's hear it for Jesse!
It's no coincidence that Atreus Homes and Communities is the builder this week, because we're not focused just on building an incredible home, but also building a stronger and safer community. Here at Atreus, we partnered up with some of the other people involved in this project to ensure that we're going to offer continued job training, as well as hiring from within this community. Gerald,
That is awesome.
When I found out that the houses that are going to be built from the people in our neighborhood, that changes everything. Because they don't have to go put a little sign out that says, I'll work for food. They don't have to go stand and beg on the street corner just trying to get money so that they can take care of their kids. And the cycle begins to move forward instead of backwards. And that's a miracle.
You know, Gerald, Where we're all standing right now, that is where those 10 homes that you told Ty you wanted to see go away, those 10 condemned homes are gone. And what you see here, that right there represents a clean slate where single-family homes can be developed, where you can bring joy and laughter back into this community. And Paige, what do you have to say to Gerald?
Gerald, you and your family have actually become the change in this neighborhood. These things symbolize that. Right behind me, we've got the tree that symbolizes growth that I know you will bring to this community. And then we have something else pretty special for you guys. This says Trumbull Village. Be the change you want to see in the world. And that's what you guys have done. You've come in here and you've become the change, and we're just celebrating that for you. And you guys are going to help them do it, right?
It's beautiful. I envision developers and people coming into my neighborhood, and there's going to be beautiful homes there with beautiful yards, with amazing little children running around everywhere. And one day people are going to look back and they're going to say, that's the Trumbull neighborhood. There's pride that rests in the homes of the people that live in that neighborhood. That's hope, and that's what it's all about.
Enjoy the rest of your time on vacation. We've got so much work to do. We'll see you when you get back. Bye. Say goodbye, everybody.
Okay, buddy, stop putting the routers away. We're not done yet. We've still got a whole hour left, people. We haven't even finished the house yet. You, my friend, come over here. We're gonna need some tools. We're not even finished yet. I don't know why everybody thinks they're going. We're gonna need these. We're gonna need these. Seriously, we're not done yet. Quit sweeping, people. Quit sweeping. Quit putting the sandpaper away. You, lose the lumber. We're not done yet. We've still got a whole other hour of show left. Wally, quit eating the pie. We've still got a whole other hour of show left. We haven't even put my hand on wall in. Come on, people. Don't know the credits.
Now, Extreme Makeover Home Edition continues.
Good morning, Martinez family!
A father moves his family into a crime-infested area to turn it around.
I mean, I want for the city to look at this place and say it's not a throwaway. It's not junk. These are real people with real lives, with real hearts, and they matter.
But now, his family needs a refuge of their own.
I think that we've got about 18 that are living with us at this point.
If we continuously do it the way we're doing it now, there won't be anything left.
They don't have their own space. They don't have family time. They need to get their own home.
In just 7 days, we'll transform an entire neighborhood and take on 3 of the biggest builds we've ever done.
We're building the family a single-family home. We're also remodeling where they used to live. And next door to that, we're building a community living space. 3 builds, 1 week.
Tonight, a neighborhood is reclaimed.
It's time to give the streets back to the very nice people of this neighborhood.
During the daytime, you actually see kids out playing. Now that, in my mind, is success.
And a family's dreams of saving a community finally come true.
Our dream literally has come true. I am so thankful for what you guys have done for us.
Okay, now this is what we are trying to say to everyone. 3,500 square foot of living space for the family. Now, Father Gerald is trying to make a difference. To me, this is a big smack in the face to all the gangs, all the drug dealers, that change is happening in this area. The old family home, again, a couple of thousand a square foot that has now been refurbished so the community can do with it what they please. And if that wasn't enough, a brand new community centre where they can live and they can play and they can relax. This is positive change. It never, ever gets tiresome to see what good people can do.
Look how cool this stuff is. I'm using plaster on the wall, and it just kind of fits with that adobe feel of New Mexico. What's also really cool is that all of this stuff is made out of natural materials. So not only does it look good, but it's good for the environment.
Okay, now I have been able able to tour around New Mexico and see some amazing architecture. It's all about these arches and these beams. Over here we have the Kiva fireplace. Kiva means beehive. You'll find that in all your southwestern homes. Nice big white arch leading into the kitchen. Kitchen island right here they just put in the countertop. I've been working on the tile design. We're gonna tile this thing, it's gonna be gorgeous. Huge dining room, finally a place for this family can calm down, be together as a family. It's just what they need.
Coming through, people, coming through. Okay, I can't show you exactly what's gonna happen in my room, but I can tell you this. It's gonna be on fire! Out of the way, people!
As in any urban landscape, there are a lot of steps, whether it was in the park that we were at. These steps are actually going to be attached to Levi's bed, allow him to use them as a training, push-ups, backwards push-ups, climbing up and down, quads. Now, one of the coolest things is we're building about 6 of these here. And what are these going to be? They're going to be like building ledges, where they're going to go throughout the room, and you'll be able to go from ledge to ledge. There'll be another one over here, maybe in this corner, and he'll be able to actually circuit himself around the room through ledges, through the I-beams, and through his bed.
Okay, friends, so this week I'm working on Maggie Jean's room, and she is a big fan of the musical Stomp. She also likes the whole New York kind of city urban feel, which is good because the backdrops and the sets of Stomp are very much urban and very much city-like. So she's got her own New York-style loft apartment with a rather large fire escape made of steel. Everything I'm putting in the room is something she can make a noise with. But while I've been building it, me and the fellas in here, we've been getting a little bit musical ourselves. You ready? Fellas! Stomp, eat your heart out. Oh, I missed the beat, fellas, sorry.
That was a good ride.
That was amazing.
Hey, your phone's ringing.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, what's up? It's Michael.
What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, when I was walking through your house, I really noticed that it was bright, it was happy, full of art, and it was colorful. So what I was thinking is that maybe you guys could do a little project while you're on vacation. What I want you to do is paint a picture, and you'll send it back here, and I'll have it hanging in your new house when you get home.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
What's up?
Since they know that we're creative and we like to make things together, we get to paint a painting and make something to put in our house.
Nice.
So you get to paint with me.
My little artist.
I'm so excited. That's awesome.
That's
Man,
You know, when Michael called us on the phone and asked us to paint a painting, we got together as a family and just started painting this thing. Mom, Dad, 4 kids, just slinging some paint. And so we decided we're going to name the painting Dreams Come True. To look at a community and to realize that you get to be a small part of seeing it transformed. Our dream literally has come true. Couldn't get any better. Our dream has come true. And so that painting, Dreams Come True. That's what it's called. I think it really looks great, guys.
I am so proud of you guys.
Okay, so with 24 hours left before the Martinez family gets home, here I am in Levi's Le Parcours room. And one of the things we're doing here is we've gone ahead and projected the very picture that I took of the plaza downtown Albuquerque using an overhead projector. See? So here's the picture, and then what we do is we put it down on the projector and we're able to trace lines. So with that being our backdrop, with our bed, with our steps, with our big I-beams coming in here, this will be a great training ground for Levi.
This is looking so good. We're in Allie's room. We're just getting the wallpaper up on the wall, and just this one wall, this accent wall of wallpaper, really brings in that old world romantic feel, and pair it with a canopy bed, and it's gonna be perfect for Allie.
Okay, so the Martinez family needs a little privacy and peace and quiet. So I've created a sign that says Martinez Family Time. I made it on the computer. Send it to this machine. It's called a CompuCarve. This thing actually etches out all the letters. They'll have some peace and quiet.
Let me talk to you for a minute.
Hey.
Let me show you something. Okay, so here's the thing. Gerald is an incredible human being. He's literally tried to renovate this entire neighborhood by himself, by hand, right? And he's quite a handy guy, but he really doesn't have that many tools. Take a look at this book from Sears. Okay,
Nice.
I want you guys to go to Sears and get him everything in this picture. I mean, the guy's renovating an entire community, an entire neighborhood. He needs the tools to do it. Can you guys handle
love
that?
this. We can. Definitely.
All right, awesome. Thank you, guys.
This is everything.
Let's get everything.
Fellas, we're back in an hour.
Well, Ed, I think we're in the right place.
Let's give Gerald the garage he's always imagined.
So Ed and I headed down to Sears with our booklet in hand. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was just picking out all of these tools, like everything that I would want in my own workshop at home, we gave to Gerald. And it was so cool because all we had to do was look in the picture, yep, we need that tool, grab that. Look in the picture, we need that. Look at the picture, we need that. Ed and I were pulling tools off the shelves, pulling the actual drawers themselves, you know, place to put all of his tools. The easy part was picking out everything we needed to in the magazine. The hard part was getting it back to the house.
Ty said get everything, we got everything. I'll see you in the truck.
What? Wait.
I'm here in the Arts District of Albuquerque, and this is a tile studio. They're gonna help me hand paint the kitchen backsplash and the island. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, how's it
How
going?
are you? I see you got my picture.
Yeah, what do you think?
It looks awesome. You're playing with the scale a little bit?
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, put me to work. I want to help paint some tile.
All right, let's do it.
One of my big projects this week is the kitchen. To hand paint all of the tile for a kitchen is time consuming, but when you know you're doing it for a family who's going to appreciate it so much, it's no time wasted, that's for sure. I'm sure they're gonna love it. So how hot does this thing get?
1800 degrees.
Oh my gosh, and how long do we have to cook these for?
It'll cook for 3 or 4 hours, and then it'll take another 3 or 4 hours for it to cool down.
Oh my gosh, so that's a lot of painting time, that's a lot of cooking and cooling time. We've got a lot on our hands. So you'll take care of this, and I'll get back to the house. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Thanks.
How we doing, Kyle? We're doing great. Now, what keeps all these guys going? You know, I mean, it is now about 15 degrees outside.
It's cold. It's cold. You know, I think everybody's in it for the same thing. The Trumbull community coming together, joining together. Volunteer support has been amazing. And it's hard to walk away when you have thousands of volunteers out here in the cold waiting to be called on. So I think it's a community event that everybody has their heart into.
We've built 2 other homes for Extreme Makeover Home Edition, and after meeting Gerald and his family and getting to know them and their mission in the community, the third time is really the best. It's about a sense of community more than anything else, a community rebuilding a community.
I have people that they have no end to what they're willing to do to make this happen. It's a bottomless well.
That is terrific. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work.
That is good. Okay.
And then back. Okay, so this is Bethany's room, and she loves art, and she loves to paint and create. She also loves Paris. So what we have here, Paris street scene. This will be a boutique. It's her closet. Over here is the Café des Artistes. This over on this wall is a candy store. Right here is looking out the window. There'll be a little awning here and a cafe table and chairs. And of course, this blue wall right now looks a little dull, but this is where our illuminated Eiffel Tower will be. Her bed will be right here. She'll wake up every morning, open her eyes, be in France. Bonjour.
Captain Conrad.
Hey, Polly, thanks
are
for
you?
coming by. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for everything you've been doing around here, too.
Hey, thanks for what you guys are doing. The Martinez family is great. They're truly deserving of this. Let's go for a tour.
I love that. Okay.
All right, hop in.
You got it.
I wanted to learn for myself about this community and about how it was and how it is now, the changes that Gerald has brought to this community. So I took a drive around with Commander Conrad, one of the policemen who had been in this community for 20 years, and I got a little tour.
This neighborhood actually led the state in homicides for several years. And New Mexico led the United States for the number of homicides per capita for a couple of years.
Wow.
That's how bad the situation really was. There was a time where you could not drive down the street without seeing the drug dealers, the gangbangers. The corner we just passed, we chased the prostitutes off of Central. They'd go 1 block in and just wait.
Right.
One night we get a call, there's shots fired in the area. So I drive down the street, hit my spotlight, and the street lit up like gold. And it was shell casings.
Commander, how's that changed now?
Well, as we drive down the street, yeah, it's cold outside, but you don't see anybody.
No.
And during the daytime, you actually see kids out playing. Now that, in my mind, is success.
Without the Martinez, without Gerald and the mission, what would your job be like?
I would say it would be impossible to do my job effectively without Gerald and his family, and the people like Gerald, for that matter.
From what Commander Conrad said, this community has changed drastically because of what Gerald and his family has done. And his work is not just appreciated by the folks that live in this community, it's appreciated by everyone around him. Is this community totally repaired? No, it's not. You know, there's still a lot of work to be done, but, 1 block at a time. It's a work in progress, and we're part of that work this week.
Commander, thank you so much for the tour. I wish I could go and stay here more, but I gotta finish Levi's room, so.
It's been my pleasure.
But thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, gang, this is our musical board from the stage show Stomp. Now, on the actual stage show, it's spread out across the massive stage. I can't spread it out across the room because I want Maggie Jean to be able to dance around. However, all of it is isolated in one place, along with the fire escape. She's going to be able to clang along that, bang on that, bang those, and hit that. All the while dancing around the room. She's going to love it.
Levi's light parkour room is coming along. We got our first girder set. And now with our 45-degree angle cut, we're gonna be able to place our other girders off this main girder here. In no other bedroom can you really practice light parkour than in Levi's bedroom. So everything's working out the way we wanted it to.
So this is the mural I've been working on, and it's a famous church here in New Mexico. It's special, it's custom, and Lisa will spend a lot of time right here preparing a lot of meals, and I think it's beautiful, and I think it's inspirational.
Okay, now, when we say we're in a bad area, friends, we really do mean it. And I want you to see this little reminder up here. I just thought that meant that some kid had lost their gym shoes, but apparently a few local residents have told me that that indicates that drugs are sold in the area. Now, on various power poles around this block, there's different coloured gym shoes, denoting that there's different kinds of drugs being sold. Gerald is trying to make a difference, and with that reminder constantly in your face, ain't a good thing.
The one thing that's kept me working so hard this week is the fact that the family are prepared to put themselves in danger to try and make a difference. They want the area of Trumbull to be known for positive reasons as opposed to negative reasons, the drugs, the gangs, the shootings. I hope that in another 5-6 years' time, the area of Trumbull is everything that Gerald hopes it will be, his vision. And I look forward to coming back.
Okay, friends, it's time to give the streets back to the very nice people of this neighbourhood. Job done. Nice and easy.
Kyle, how we doing, buddy?
Hey, man. You're doing well.
You all right?
Long days, long nights. We are done.
You kidding me? You guys are finished.
Go bring him home.
I love you, man! All right, people, I got the keys. Let's move in some furniture! Come on! Let's go, people! Let's bring in some furniture! Fellas!
Job done.
This looks nice.
Well done, everyone. Let's go, let's go.
Michael, you need anything else? Can you get this where it needs to be? Can we put it where it needs to be? Time is of the essence. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Really?
Everything we do this week, it's big, including moving furniture into a house, because we're not just moving furniture into one house, but we're moving into a whole community center as well. I mean, that doesn't happen every week. It was so wonderful to see this whole community come out and just pitch in and help. And it's because of people like Gerald and his family that this is all happening. Time out! We're gonna have that clean. That's it, Ed. We're done, buddy.
If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover to apply to be on the show.
When we pulled up in the limo, it was unbelievable. I couldn't stop crying. It was the best thing in the world to see everybody jumping up and down, and I felt like I was gonna see the house of my dreams.
You guys have done so much in this community, man, and you've made some huge changes. Well, this week, we were able to really help you guys even more, and it's been incredible. This community loves you guys so much. They have come out in numbers. We've taken on quite a lot this week, and I know you guys have taken on a lot as a family, but I know how much you've wanted this community to change, and I just want you to know what's behind this bus, and even on down the street, is a lot different than when you left. So, are you guys ready to see what's behind this bus?
Say it with me, bus driver!
That house represents dreams and visions that Gerald's had of changing that neighborhood. It represents hope that when you do the right thing, good things happen to you. Before, in my old home, my roof leaked, it was cold. But in my new home, I'm safe and secure, and it is beautiful.
I can't believe it!
It's perfect. If you like the house, you got to give a big hug to Kyle Fisher and his guys from Adrian's Homes and Communities. Thank you guys so much. Totally. Thank you guys. God bless you guys, man.
This build has been about joining the Martinez family mission to turn over the Trumbull Village community, to help rebuild it, to get it back to the fabulous community that it can be. Our mission doesn't end today because Gerald's mission didn't end today.
Now, before you guys go inside, I want you guys to see something pretty cool. Now, this is your gate, okay? Now, you can shut this and have complete privacy.
Okay.
You've got a sign right here.
All right.
And when the sign's out here, it says Martinez family time. That is only your family's time.
That's it.
You want to flip it over in the community? Come on in.
When I look at that house, and I see the balcony, and I see the front door, and I see all the care and the detail that went into building this house, I felt listened to. I felt like somebody wanted to do something nice for me, because a house represents a family. It represents security, a place to eat a meal together. That house is my sanctuary.
Well, right now it says come on in, so why don't you guys do just that?
Let's go.
Martinez family, go check out your new house.
Let's go.
at this.
It's beautiful. They brought some of our stuff.
When I walked inside, I just sobbed. I couldn't help it because it's the Martinez house. It's we never had a house that I could say, this is my house. We always had it belonged to everybody. But you know what? This is my house. I love it.
So guys, what do you think of your house?
It's insane.
You guys are inside of our heads.
That's possible.
You know what? All of my life, I've wanted my own chair. That is my chair.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. From what I've seen, sometimes you need to sit down and take a break.
This is a nice chair. I've never had anything like this, ever.
I'd never seen my dad cry that way. Like, never. This house represents a new start and a really, really new beginning of being a family.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, that is amazing.
You guys.
That's the stuff you guys did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we did that.
And look how perfect it is in here.
Yeah, that is so perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
In my opinion, what this painting is, it's the way you see this neighborhood in the future. And what's so really great is with the frame, you look like you're looking through a window into like, kind of like a utopia.
That's perfect. That it couldn't be any more perfect.
Well, let me show you something else I think is kind of perfect. Check this out. Come on down here. Now, this is your new kitchen area. You guys have got all new countertops, brand new tile, stainless steel appliances. All the appliances are from Sears, and this is the Kenmore Pro Series, which basically is as good as it gets.
That picture
Isn't that cool?
is amazing.
Michael painted these.
No.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, those were hand-painted tiles.
Are you serious?
It kind of reminds me a little bit of your old entranceway.
Uh-huh.
You know, the old doors and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you like this house?
I love this house.
What's your favorite part about it right now?
Every little bit of this house is my favorite part.
There's a lot more to see, my
Man,
friend.
I want to see it bad.
Well, guys, go check out the rest of your house. Go check it out. Run. Go anywhere. Upstairs, sideways, wherever you want. Check it out. Guys, go check out the rest of your house. Go, run, go, scatter.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dang. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. When I walked into my room, I was so amazed with everything in there. There was just like stuff to climb on and bars on the roof that I can swing from, and everywhere there was something to do. And I love the colors in it. It's just like if somebody grabbed my dream room from my mind and just threw it right there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. When I first walked into my room, it was just like me. I had like a fire escape bed, and under that was like my own little office. I had lots of things I could bang on, because stomp and dancing is just what I love to do.
Your whole room makes noise. Listen, watch. You try.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, it gets better. It's like a live musical, man.
When I walked in my room, I screamed like, ah! And then I just started crying so much because it's always been my dream to go to Paris. But Michael, he made my dream come true. Since I couldn't go to Paris, he brought Paris to me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's perfect.
I love my room because it's me. It reflects my personality. It's older. It's elegant. My favorite part of my room is my bed and my chair cubby with my mirror, and I can just read a book there and have time for me.
What do you think of your room?
This is ridiculous.
It's insane, right?
It's really cute.
Dude, Paige did such a good job. It's romantic, it's elegant, it's got that old world charm, but it's still kind of got like a modern feel too. Now, this was kind of special to you, right?
Yeah, definitely. My parents made it for me a long time ago when I was like 4. It's just like, makes it feel like my room.
Well, this is definitely your room.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Check it out.
Oh my gosh. Look at this.
This is the best.
This is nice.
Look at that. We're gonna be able to, you and me, spend time in here and do stuff together.
One of my absolute favorite parts of the house is the garage. Because not only can my dad help the community with the tools in it, but he can also bond with me. So from this week, I learned that anything can be done if every single person does their little part in it. Our house was built in a week. That's crazy. I mean, the sky is the limit.
Well, dude, I have to say, man, you have renovated this neighborhood, but you've never had the tools to really do it. Well, I'll tell you what, man, we decided to go to Sears and get you everything you could ever want. I mean, seriously, can you imagine a better garage than this?
No, this is the best garage ever. The garage that you guys gave me is not my garage. And it's not a garage for cars. It's a place where you can fix things, the bicycles for the neighborhood kids. I see no reason why this neighborhood cannot be the pride of Albuquerque. That the people in Albuquerque point to our neighborhood and say, you know what? It can happen, dreams come true. So to anyone that's doing good, thumbs up, man. We're gonna get it done. So guys, here's what I want you to know. I know your bigger picture is this whole neighborhood and this whole community. And because you gave so much of yourselves, there really wasn't much for you guys. And you really haven't had a lot of time to yourselves. So I wanted to make my project your master bedroom, a place that's just for you guys. Guys, go check out your bedroom. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
This is such a nice room.
Oh my gosh.
Look at a fireplace.
A fireplace in our room?
Fireplace.
Oh, look. It's so romantic.
And the shower, we don't have
Wow,
to go
a
share
shower and a tub.
we don't have to share the shower with everybody.
Everything in here feels serene.
You know what I like? It's
and
warm.
Quiet.
It's warm.
It's
in this
warm
place.
in our bedroom.
Oh man, that was the coldest place in the house.
I know.
I love it. In this new house, Lisa and I have privacy. We have our space. We've never had our space. Our space always belonged to everybody. And I'm going to relish just being able to sit up there with my wife and just be in love. What do you guys think? Every one of those pictures is just totally amazing.
It's just beautiful.
Just looking at the photos of your family, this really is what you guys are about.
It's our family.
You know, when I look for inspiration for the room, I was like, that's what's important to you guys.
This room, just like in the same way that part of us is in this neighborhood, part of you's in it, we're always gonna remember you.
Yeah.
You guys have positioned us to where we can make a difference and it not be so hard. I mean, there have been times where the electricity was gonna get turned off.
It's okay.
And we just didn't know where it was gonna come from. But now it's not gonna be as hard. You know, and you guys are a part of that. We're never ever gonna forget you guys.
Tell you what, man, it's because of what you guys do that we were able to get the kind of help that we did. I think what you're really gonna love too is we've done more than just you guys home. So why don't you say we grab the kids?
Let's do it.
Show you something I think you're really gonna like.
Let's do it.
All right? Come on.
I'm ready.
To learn more about how you can help families just like the Martinez family, log on to abettercommunity.com.
So I just want to say I'm glad we could get, you know, your family into a nice, safe home that you guys can feel comfortable in. But I also know that you've got a bigger family, and that would be this community, this neighborhood. These guys want to let you know that they love you, man. They love what you've done. Wow. Hey, so hold up for a second. Okay, so I tell you what, we've made some changes to where you live, but we've also made some changes to this neighborhood. Guys, split the seas, make some room. Gerald, Lisa, take a look at what we've done this week. Now right here, this is where you guys used to live, right? Totally renovated. They're totally fixed up where you guys were living. Now you can use that space to have your community gatherings.
When Ty and I stood in front of our old house, and I looked and I saw the fire burning, and I saw the different sitting areas that they had brought back to life, I thought to myself, that's a center of life. It's kind of like this fire begins to come up and people get ignited and they go out and they start doing this to other people. And it's something that when I look at it, I just feel really good.
Now this is the new neighborhood community living center.
Look at that!
Remember before when you said what these people really need is a place to give themselves some pride? Well, I hope you feel pride right now, my friend, because I honestly hope when you see this that you're proud of us.
I just thought to myself, man, look at what they did. There was this building there that really was absolutely stunning. And I wish that the Brown house could have been a nicer place. We just didn't have the resources to make it right. And then, boom, the new living space is there, and that is so absolutely amazing to me. People that had no hope, all of a sudden, their lives are gonna be turned around, and they're gonna be pointed in the right direction. It's beautiful.
Guys, go check out the new community living area. Oh, no.
Yes! Oh, gosh, I love it! Oh, my goodness!
Look at this
yes.
place.
It's like a buffet. Look at this.
Our guys are gonna have an awesome place.
So nice.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, this is more than I could ever dream.
Check out this kitchen.
Oh man, look at this.
This is gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Look at, they've got their own laundry. They don't have to use ours. That's good news.
Oh, I can't wait for them to fall in love with it.
And look at this living space.
I know. Oh, gee whiz.
This is stunning.
The community living space is the most important thing about who we are and why we're there in that neighborhood. Because the people that we invite to live with us become our family. And the fact that that space is done so well shows me that whoever is going to stay in that space, they're going to know that they're important. And they're not just a nameless, faceless person. They matter. They have a name. And they have a life. And that counts.
This blows my mind. Ty,
what do you think, right? Talk about a brand new start, a new living area.
You know what? This is hope right here.
Yes.
Well, you know, when I walked through the old place with you a week ago and realized, you know, this is the place that these people who are really trying to change their life have, and I think where you live is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Yes. And you were so right. We needed to start brand new. Guys, check this out. Well, what's really cool now, man, check it out. First of all, no longer do you have like a t-shirt, you know, stretched over a window, you know, and you've got a bed on cinder blocks. Now, you know, these are real beds off the ground. You've got heat, you know, you've got lamps, you've got this warm atmosphere. Design, you know, and good design, and just where you live and the colors that surround you can really change your mood and really change your outlook on who you are and what you want to be. And I think together we've really taken it to a place where it really will make a difference here. You know, if you came into this place after living on the street, it feels like you're on your way up. You're pulling yourself off the ground and you're gonna make something of yourself. And that's what's important, is to give these people a chance to feel good about themselves. This needs to happen more than just in this neighborhood. If we all did more, we could change the face of the places we live. And Gerald and his family are proof that it works. The design team!
We're keeping you guys.
You guys are the best family ever.
We're keeping you guys.
Certain people are called to do certain things. And Gerald Martinez heard his call and he knew what he had to do. And he knew where he had to do it. And we got our call, and we knew we had to help. To be a little part of what that man does has changed all of our lives this week. And everybody that comes into contact with him will be changed forever.
Well, I guess to everyone, design team, you guys, phenomenal week. Just look at what all we've accomplished this week. And it's all because of what you've started. You are proof that you really can make a difference. And I'm just glad that this week we could really take it to that level that you know it needed to be. And I know that you'll carry it the rest of the way.
All of these people have been amazing here.
Yes.
It's changed so much in the last 6 years since we've been here. And it's not just us, it's everybody. If everybody does their little part, then you know what? The bad and the darkness has no chance. I can't wait to see this year, the next year, the year after that. Next time you guys are in the neighborhood and you come by, you're gonna see beautiful flowers everywhere and you're gonna see fruit trees everywhere. It's gonna be a paradise. People are gonna be begging to move into this neighborhood.
This week is a complete, absolute change and transition in the way that you live your life. That's a gift that we have been given, that we will treasure until the day that I'm dead. I am so thankful for what you guys have done for us. And all I have to say is keep it up, you guys, because this is what life is about. Keep it up. It's worth every little bit. So, dreams come true.
Well, I guess there's just one thing left to say. Welcome home, Martinez family. Welcome home. Dude, you're awesome. Give me a hug, man. Thank you so much.
To find out more about the products used on tonight's show, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover.